Welcome back to the Brothers Offscreen podcast. My name is Logan. This is my brother Tyler, and we're going to be telling you, the Offscreen audience, about Warner Brothers' new movie, Wonka.
Roll the intro.
Welcome good and listen back. Wait, scratch that, reverse it. As you saw in the intro, we're going to be reviewing Warner Brothers' Wonka. If you're noticing that we're wearing different clothes, it's because we started this, filmed the whole thing, then realized, oh great, the file didn't save, so we have to do it all over again.
Yep, and we're realizing that about 5 days later. Also,
5 days later.
Also, in the comments, give this man some props. That was one take.
That was one take.
That was
right
a
there.
single take. I was not ready to start that, but here we are.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to mess up a couple times.
I'm Wonka-tearing over in here.
Yeah, you're channeling your inner Wonka.
Yeah, channeling my
yes,
inner Wonka.
but like Logan said, we fumbled the bag, and it's been like a week since we've posted, so we're sorry.
Yeah. It's coming up on Christmas, right? We've been busy.
No, I know, seriously. And I was in a production of the Nutcracker too, which took like up 99.9% of my time. So, but we're back and we're ready.
Yes, very ready.
Yeah, now he's ready. Okay, but yes, we're talking about Wonka.
So Tyler, what's your like overall thoughts of it?
My overall thoughts of Wonka. I need to find where my thingy is.
Oh my gosh, Tyler, you don't come prepared.
I wasn't ready for you to get it right immediately. Okay. So overall, I think that I enjoyed the movie. I feel like we've been saying that for everything that we've watched, but I mean, it's Wonka and it's really nostalgic for me and for you, I assume. So it's easy for me to say that I liked it. It could be terrible and I could still like it. I was not, however, expecting this to be a musical.
Yeah.
We sat down and the very first line is Timothée Chalamet singing, and I know we're sitting there. We go, oh no, what are we tying ourselves up for?
Yeah.
But I don't think that the musical aspect of the movie was that bad. I think it just caught me off guard.
Oh, yeah, I got over it almost immediately, but like the first song, I was not at all ready for this.
No, I know, me neither. But
yeah.
What was your overall thoughts of it?
Again, like you said, I liked it. You know, I feel like I've noticed that my first line is always, I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll see the first video where we're like, this movie
sucks.
Oh, brother, this movie sucked.
Yeah. No, I liked it.
I'm waiting for that.
It was really good. I thought Timothy was really good at being Wonka, and being really weird in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird, kind of crazy guy. Like the first scene when he's in the center area and he's like dancing and singing in the background, dancing with him, and then it cuts and it's
oh
like,
my dude, I have that written down. That's one of my favorite parts. Yeah. I was sitting there and I was like, ha!
Because then it's just kind of like, though, like, is this whole thing in his head? Like, is the whole musical
That's a good
in
question.
his head and he's just like playing? Like,
I mean, probably
his crazy brain is just playing a musical.
That makes me think if every musical movie is like
well, that's
that,
what
though.
I think. I think every musical is
like
that when they start to sing, it's like their inner thoughts of what they're thinking in song form. But
in High School Musical, there's the West High Nights,
yeah.
And so like when they're playing basketball, and so they're probably like, dude, these guys are still singing.
Yeah. All the student section is like, are you serious?
Yeah, what is happening?
Yeah.
Anyways, who was your favorite character in the movie?
I mean, it's weird to say, but I feel like two of my favorites were people who were not even in it all that much, which is Keegan-Michael Key and Mr. Bean. I can't. I feel like it's not disrespecting him that I don't know his actual name.
No way, that's an iconic character.
No, that's who he is Mr. Bean, but I don't know his real name. I know him as Mr. Bean.
I don't either. He's Mr. Bean in my head. It's like calling Daniel Radcliffe Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm like.
So yeah, I would say those two are my favorite. Dude,
that man was criminally underused.
That's what I mean. Movie. The two people that I most enjoyed in it weren't even in it all that much.
I know. I mean, but even Keegan-Michael Key was really good, and he was in it a lot. But Mr. Bean only had like 4 scenes, but he was amazing in all those scenes. He was so good in them.
He was great. Yeah, I really liked him.
I think a big part about this movie that I did not enjoy, that I feel like most people are going to agree with me on, is the fact that the CGI is just so overused. Yeah, and I'm getting so sick of all these movies. It was overused and
pointless. Like
Yeah.
Timothy jumping on the car in the first scene.
Yeah.
Why'd
dude.
you have to CGI that? You
Yeah,
didn't have a
you telling me
stunt
that you
double that
couldn't-
could jump onto something and
Yeah,
sit
or
down?
even you, Timothy, just
Yeah.
jump on the car.
Dude, no,
the car's
he's
moving
so
like 5
skinny.
miles an hour.
Timothy's so skinny, he would jump on that car and like, his
or
knee just
or
bends.
he'd jump to go on the car and he'd be blown away.
Yeah, the gust of wind would blow him away. Guys,
Somebody go get him.
No, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, why CGI you jumping from? And it's not even like you had to CGI him jumping to a car. It was like you just have him a green thing of him jumping on a box. Like,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, for real. That's true.
you couldn't have him. You couldn't have him just jump onto something. You
But
had to
there's like a
CGI it.
CGI giraffe too that I was not a fan of. Like there was just too much CGI in this.
There's
movie.
even the part where again I was saying where he's in that center of the chocolate shop and he's like dancing with the background coming around him. There's a part where I swear like his body goes this way and his head goes like this way.
Probably.
Or
It reminds me
like
of-
his body's way back here and his head's like up here.
Yeah,
and I was
probably.
like it was like his head was here and like the screen went like the characters went
I
this
just,
way,
I
but
just
his
don't
face
like.
went in front
I just
of him.
don't like when I'm watching this movie and I'm like, oh, the entire background that's all CGI.
Yeah, I can
Like, you
tell
telling
that
me
you're
you
not
guys,
there.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys couldn't just go to like the seashore and film something.
yeah, you had to
you know?
film. You had to animate the ocean. You had to spend way more money CGIing the ocean than if you had just gone to like
Yeah, just
the
gone
bay,
to the water.
like,
for
gone
real.
to a port or something. But I mean, we could be wrong on that. They could have been there, but it all looked really fake. It all
Yeah.
looked really AI generated.
What was your absolute favorite part of this movie though?
I think my favorite part of the movie would probably be like when he first sets up his like first chocolate shop, I guess.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say that's my favorite chocolate shop in any of the Wonka movies. Is
You
his
think?
initial chocolate shop that he puts in that like chocolate square, where all
I
the other
always-
chocolatiers are.
I always think it's cool, but like in my head, the first time I see this, I'm like, this is so impractical.
Oh yeah, it's like tiny.
I'm like, it's tiny, and you gotta go up like this ramp to get to like a cotton candy tree. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
too tired. I'm not going up there.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, that is true. But
Yeah.
it's really aesthetically pleasing. To
No,
me.
yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing, but no, that's exactly who Wonka is like nonsense and.
Yeah,
But
totally.
I'm just, and I know I really liked it. It's funny in my mind. I was like, what kind of like no store would ever look like this and still. They'd be in business for the first day and then close down or something.
Yeah,
Because like it's too much work to get to it. I'm like,
yeah, but I still think that was my favorite chocolate shop. But you said that was your favorite part of the entire movie was when he creates his initial chocolate shop.
I would say that.
Also,
that
I was
and
not
that was my favorite
expecting at
song,
all.
too.
I was not expecting at all for that chocolate shop to be like totally destroyed. either.
Yeah. Just demolished, and in like a completely overreacted way.
Oh
They're all
my
like,
gosh,
my
yeah.
hair is blue, and then in 20
Destroy
minutes
the
it's not
shop!
gonna be. Yeah, in 20 minutes it's not gonna be blue, but I hate you. We're gonna burn it down.
mayhem,
Yeah.
violence.
Oh my god. Like,
Yeah, for real.
They freaked out, and then yeah, it wasn't like in the background you could see people who had blue hair and a little girl with a beard. It was like the next scene, nobody had facial hair or anything.
No, I know.
So it was like
we didn't even like find out as an audience how they got this hair off. It just was off.
it was just off. So I'm like, yeah, you overreacted, even though it was over.
And then they destroyed the whole shop.
And then
but
you destroyed the
I was
whole
not
shop.
at all expecting that to be like the end of that shop. But
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the whole movie had to have been oh my gosh, let me think. I have to go look at it. Oh, I do like there's a couple things that I liked, and one of them being I like how whenever they're trying to get past somebody, because as I will allude to, this turns into a heist movie towards the end, and I like how like they distract everybody by giving them like drunk chocolate, and they go through like the 4 stages of being really drunk.
And if you've ever been drunk,
I know, and it goes to like the end of it, and they like call their exes
yeah, goes from like, oh, I'm having such a great time to
just terrible. And
yeah,
they're
to
like,
oh, I miss her, and
yeah, I'm gonna call her.
then yeah, and then them passing
But
out.
I would say that, and also I really like how a really underrated part of this movie is that Wonka can't read, which I think is really funny, because then there's a scene where he's looking for a giraffe, the animated giraffe,
This
the one they
giraffe.
animate, and he goes and he sees a door that says tiger on it, and he goes, ah, yes, the giraffe, and opens it,
And then
goes
he's just
in.
like, huh.
He's like, ah! But I think those two are probably my favorite parts. other than just the aesthetic of the whole movie. I like the I like the Tim Burton type theme where it's like everything's dark and more realistic.
Are you
almost.
jumping to the Johnny Depp one?
Hmm?
Because you said I like the Tim Burton theme, so you're jumping.
Yeah,
you're going
but
back to Johnny Depp.
But I think the one that he actually directed was like not really that dark. I mean, it was kind of dark.
I think it was like every building was like gray and not colorful at all. Like the whole town was not colorful.
I just feel like this. Okay, that's probably a poor description of it, but I think that the realistic look to it, and like it's so like moderately colorful. Like if you look at like, there's no eye popping colors, which I really like. So
yeah, no, yeah, I did like the vibe of the whole thing. I didn't like the whole like the acting to me felt too much like High School Musical. It felt too much like musical
like
acting, overreacting and just not good.
Yeah, just bad.
Like
just
it felt
bad
like
stuff.
it felt like a Darman video, if you know what that is.
I
Like,
don't know what Darman is.
yeah, it felt like if anybody in the comments,
you
if you know
brought
what
this
a
up
Darman
last
is,
time, and I still have yet to even see what.
Yeah, it's just like it's like little skits of you trying of like of treat homeless better, like or like don't bully. It's like dumb little skits where the acting's just really bad. Where it's like they bullied the girl, but they didn't know she was a billionaire. It's stuff like that where it's like, oh, I hate you, stupid girl, and then she's like, oh, I'm a billionaire, and then they're like, oh, I like you now.
Oh, you're the best. You want to be
no,
friends?
you're a billionaire. Like it's
and
like
give me all your money.
It's
give
like,
me all your money.
It's give me all your money. It's just dumb, annoying acting in those videos.
That is true.
I do like
that Timothy Chalamet is kind of overacting, because I think that Wonka's character is supposed to be overacting.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's a very like eclectic personality.
That's a big word.
I did go to college. I am a college man. College.
That's your other dash is college.
College, dude. I have 3 dashes so far. How many do you have? 2?
6.
No, you'll get there. You'll get to
you'll get to my
dashes
level of dashes. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
It's
Harry
like,
Potter.
It's like
editor,
Harry Potter editor.
College.
I
bring a level of experience.
I bring a level of intellect to this.
There we go. Intellect. He did not go to college though.
Yeah. Oh.
Gosh, what else do you think about this movie? Do you have any like random thoughts that you just were like wrote down, being like,
I think
this is
random
so
thoughts,
weird or so random?
I was like, why are you milking a giraffe? I thought that.
That makes me wonder genuinely, and I kind of want to look this up.
If you can
milk a giraffe?
I am not sure. I don't know.
I don't think you can milk a giraffe.
I mean, no, because then how would a female giraffe nurse a baby giraffe?
Dude,
you know.
Do you think that's something you could buy? Go buy giraffe
off the black
milk?
Market, sure.
Some giraffe milk.
Don't look at Tyler's search history. Just
I know
how to milk a giraffe.
How to get giraffe milk for free.
How to get into the zoo at midnight
and milk a giraffe.
Milk a giraffe. No, yeah, your search is going to be how to milk a giraffe. Then under that, directions to the zoo.
Yeah, how to break into a zoo and not get caught.
Also, if I sound like death, I'm
Are you still sick? Dude, he's been sick since like the second day we started this podcast.
Yeah, for like a month. I'm still having this cough.
I mean, it is cold outside.
It's cold outside. But that's what I thought of, like, why are you milking a giraffe? And why am I seeing you do it? And then why are you going into a song about Noodle? Like,
dude,
that was the worst song ever.
Speaking of, yeah, that song was terrible.
And the name Noodle.
That brings me into 2 things. One thing being, you know what the worst name in all of movie cinema is? Noodle.
Noodle, yeah.
What? Whose idea was that to name the character Noodle? Because her name Noodle has no relevance to the story whatsoever.
Nope.
Other than this one song that is terrible.
Yeah, and other than her ring being a Z or an N, which clearly was a Z. It was not an N.
Well,
it was clearly
it wasn't
a Z.
N. Name her a million other things
Name her
than Noodle.
a million other things other than, I'm going to call you Noodle.
You know what I like? Noodles.
Yeah. But also, again, who in the songwriting is like, so we need a character, and we're going to call her Noodle, and then we're going to write a song where he says Noodle like 7 times.
Well, I was going to say this as well. I think that this may be super out of pocket, but I have a strong theory that all of these songs, or at least a majority of these songs, were written by AI. Because
that's what
that
I'm
is
saying,
an
it sounded
AI
like it
song.
was.
Dude, there's
Noodle,
no way.
you look like a scroodle. Like,
Boodle, stoodle.
you stoodle my
No, for
you
real.
stoodle my groodle and you look like a noodle. Oh, noodle. Like,
No, seriously. So I have a strong suspicion that these are all AI written songs. I have
Yeah.
the same suspicion about Disney's Wish, but I'm thinking like, are
no,
people
because
just
this
not
one had
wanting
like
to?
every single one of them sounded the same. His voice sounded the same in all of them.
But it's when they get into being it's describing the song describes what the scenario is. That's very AI.
Yeah, noodle, we're floating in the air with my noodle, like
With my scroodle doodle,
skibbity bop doo wow.
just start scatting. Okay, what else do you think? We're getting super off.
We're getting
topic.
super off track, but hey, we warned you that we were gonna do this
know.
already. I don't know. It was good. Oh no, I bent my page.
Oh no.
Oh
Your
god.
page hath been bent. Dude, my book is already all over the place. There's so many scribbles and
And
I love poop on
right
there. I did not write that. I do not love poop.
I don't like poop, guys.
Don't let anybody tell you that I like poop.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I mean, overall, yeah, I think this movie was good. I mean, again, like, I think it was just weird. Like you said, why did it turn into a heist movie? Like, why?
Oh, dude, that's my biggest. I was gonna say, what was your least favorite part of that about this movie? My least favorite part, for sure, is that this whole thing that is supposed to be about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
and
which
him,
I
like,
guess
him,
this could
him
be a
making
prequel.
him starting from nothing to creating the Chocolate Factory, and it's
Yes,
a
and
heist movie.
it turns into a heist movie at the end, and I really just do not appreciate that because it feels lazy. It feels like the writers were like, well, I don't know how else to end this. Let's just do something that we know people will like, which is a heist movie, which
Yeah.
I did not like.
We even in the heist, it's we can't figure out a way for them to like find this book they're looking for. So it's like, man, I can't believe we can't find this.
Oh,
Like
hits it exactly.
Turns her body, looks right at it, and goes, yeah, and like,
dude.
and then it just pops open. It's like, oh, in this huge room, we conveniently threw this tray right where we needed to throw it.
Right,
at.
exactly where
Like,
the
really?
secret entrance was.
Yeah, like,
that was
really?
another big pet peeve. Was that your least favorite part?
That and
what
then
was your
milking
least
the
favorite
giraffe. I was like, why?
The milking the giraffe.
I don't know
yeah,
why I had an
that
issue
was-
with them milking it. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude, you
why?
have serious beef with this
I
giraffe.
have serious beef with this.
Well, we
this
all know what Logan's not
generated
going to be looking
milking
up. He's not going to be
giraffe.
looking up how to get into
Yeah,
a
I
zoo
know.
and
Yeah.
milk giraffes. Maybe a rhino. Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know why rhino came to mind, but I think I was
don't.
thinking about Spider-Man earlier. I've got Spider-Man on the mind,
you are all over the place.
as
but,
we all do throughout the day.
yeah.
Oh gosh, what else do I have written down?
Also, like the giraffe and the tiger were the only animals in there that I saw.
I mean, there was the flamingos.
oh yeah, that's true.
Those
But
are the
still-
only ones that I saw, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't like that, and I didn't like it was a heist. But I thought
I do like that they used the "Come with me and we'll see."
No, yeah.
And we'll be. I already got it wrong. I like that they used that song in this
No,
movie.
yeah,
though, 'cause
they made
they
callbacks
waited till the
to-
very end of the movie, and then they were like, I was thinking, oh, they're not gonna put it in, and I literally had it written down that they're not gonna put it in.
Well, they used that one, and they used the Oompa Loompa.
That's true, but
Yeah.
I mean, the "Come with Me" song is such a big.
Oh yeah,
That is when I think of.
That's
I guess when
yeah.
I think of Wonka, I probably think of Oompa Loompa, but
really. I think of the Come With
Probably.
Me.
really, no, I think.
So
of
would
Oompa
that
Loompa.
mean though that this song is an origin to Gene Wilder? Is that his name, Gene Wilder?
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Yeah, is that
Gene
is,
Wilder
do you think
Wonka.
that's
It
like
is.
this is the origin story to that movie of Gene Wilder's? If he's singing those songs, because in Johnny Depp's they don't sing. Only the
Also, they're orange
Oompa
in
Loompas
this
sing.
one. The
And they're
Oompa
orange.
Loompas
That's
are
what I mean.
orange.
They look the exact
Yeah,
same.
probably.
Timmy's kind of
I
got the
think-
same look as he does.
I think the people, honestly, I'm gonna get into this in a second, but I think people don't like the Johnny Depp movie as much as the Gene Wilder
actually,
one.
speaking of that, I was at work and we were talking about Willy Wonka today, and
That's random.
Well,
What are the odds of that?
I don't know. Oh no, because we were talking about like what we're doing after Christmas Day, and I was saying possibly a movie, and they were saying they were going to go watch Willy Wonka.
They're waiting until Christmas to go watch Willy Wonka?
I don't know. All right,
I wish we could have put this out earlier, but our technical difficulties
stupid-
ruined it.
beginning technical difficulties.
I know.
But they were saying that they didn't like Johnny Depp's, like they didn't like it at all. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I think-
what the?
I think-
I caught that caught me off guard.
I think that we're going to be in the minority because I already know what your list is because we've done this video before.
We've already done this.
Yeah, but I think that we're going to be in the minority of people that
I didn't know you are. You told me your favorite. And I'm like, are you stupid?
And my least favorite.
Yeah. No, but I was surprised because I liked Johnny Depp's a lot. But we'll get into this in a second.
Yeah.
Did you catch any other things in it? Like, because you said they used the Come With Me. They used the Oompa Loompa song. Did you catch anything else?
There's a scene in when he opens the chocolate shop, the first one, where he picks up a teacup and he eats it, and that's a Gene Wilder thing. Right
See,
there.
I didn't even catch that at all.
Yeah, he picks it up and drinks out of it, and then bites the tip of the teacup, and that's Gene Wilder, boy. That's Gene Wilder, boy.
Boy.
Yeah. So I think those are the only ones. Oh, also I think that I don't take this with a do not take this as fact, but I think Slugworth is from the original Order of the Johnny Depp movies. Like I think he's one of the competitors. You know how in Johnny Depp movie they're talking about like all of Wonka's competitors in the beginning. I think Slugworth is one of those people, and Slugworth is one of the characters in this movie. Is one of the evil chocolate people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
I forget, but I know he's one of the I know he's one of the people in this, and they and Slugworth I'm pretty sure is in the Johnny Depp one. Somebody fact check me.
Yeah, fact check that in the comments.
I'm pretty sure that's right though.
I mean, it would sound right, like, but I don't know. I noticed something because again, like you said, don't know if it's fact or not. Don't take this as fact at all.
I'm gonna take it as fact.
I remember when you first looked at my note, you were like, "What the hell? Like, why'd you write this down?"
What is it?
When he first sat down on that bench when he got approached by the dog.
Oh my, yeah, that
and he like
was
opens
random.
his kit. Look, okay, this is like very in detail analyzing, and I could be just completely off.
In-depth analyzer.
He pulls out his chocolate thing and he stirs his chocolate. And I remember in the Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp, they both say, "I don't stir it." Like, we don't stir it. You know, we don't.
Does
stir
the
our
Gene Wilder
chocolate.
one say that too?
Yeah, that's why they have the waterfalls, because they say we don't stir our chocolate. Like, it doesn't do it well.
With this mic.
But so I thought like he stirs it, and then when they're in the heist and they're drowning in it, they have the river of chocolate flow down into it. And I was thinking like, I wonder if he got because I'm jumping all over the place. But then at the very end, he then has his idea to have the waterfall of chocolate river. And I was saying like, I wonder if Willy Wonka came up with the idea of mixing his chocolate with a waterfall, like as he's drowning.
That would be
he's like drowning. So he's like,
that would be such a Wonka thing to do.
No, yeah, it's like perfect consistency.
Yeah, no, he's like, this is good chocolate.
Like, I thought that would be funny if they mentioned that. If he's like,
I like your drowning noise. Oh gosh,
he's like,
do you have anything else that you want to mention in this?
Not that I can think of. I mean,
yeah, I think that's all I have written down. The only thing else, the only thing that I want to talk about further is what are your Wonka movies listed?
Oh yeah, who's your favorite Wonka?
Yeah, who's your favorite Wonka, and then separate list.
Movie.
Yeah, what's your favorite movie?
I mean,
This thing is
I think I have to say my favorite Wonka is Gene Wilder. I think he's my favorite Wonka.
That's so weird. I was not expecting that.
Just because he's the original.
Mm-hmm.
He's the OG. He's the one that I grew up. I didn't grow up on, but that's the one that like he started.
No, you grew up on that one. No, you grew up on the Johnny Depp.
I grew up. Johnny Depp was the first one I watched, but
okay, that's fair.
Yeah, he's my favorite. But then in terms of movie, I would say Johnny Depp's, just because it's really weird. And I love Johnny Depp.
Anybody hear that neck crack I just committed?
Oh, I didn't even hear it. No.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
I just committed that neck crack.
Yeah. Just oh, I could hear that one.
Yeah, but anyways, I think even just Johnny Depp perfectly like, what's the word? Emulates like what a person would look like if they locked themselves away in a chocolate factory for years.
That is true.
And then their idea is, to talk like lock themselves away for a long time. Has trauma with his dad, but then is like talking to children. And he's like, his goal is what child wins is the one I give my shop to. But the entire time he's like,
who I give my chocolate shop that is worth millions.
Yeah, but like anytime a child talks or gets near him, he's like,
I know that's true. That's my favorite part about those movies when he's like
chewing
gum is very gross. Chewing gum, I hate the most.
Yeah, Or just like, the Earth says hello.
The Earth says hello.
I just love Johnny Depp. So like,
Yeah, I love Johnny Depp too. But
so I think that's why that's my favorite.
So your favorite
movie.
Wonka is
and it's a Tim
Gene
Burton.
Wilder,
And I love Tim Burton. You know.
Yeah, I think. Okay, but what's your least favorite Wonka and your least favorite Wonka movie?
I mean, nothing against Timothy. I thought he played a great Wonka, but if you're ranking him against Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp, he'd be on the bottom. But nothing like against the way he did it. I like the movie. I like his interpretation of Wonka, but I just think comparing him to the other two, I'd say he's my least favorite.
That's
and
fair.
then same thing with the movie. I wasn't expecting it.
This is your least favorite Wonka movie too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Because I wasn't expecting
that.
it to be a musical, so that shocked me.
Did you change your list since we had talked about this last?
I think the only thing that changed is who my favorite Wonka was. But,
yeah, I think you did too. I don't remember that being your favorite Wonka.
Yeah, but because like it's a musical, didn't know that, and then the songs didn't even really stand out to me. Like I can't sing anything.
Usually, if we leave a musical, I will leave that musical having one stuck in my head.
That's how we know it's good.
I didn't retain a single song.
Or if it goes on your playlist of musicals, that's how you know it's good.
I have a musical playlist and a Disney playlist, and both Wish and Wonka, not a single thing made that
So it's
list.
like that's how we know it's a good movie if it goes on the playlist, or if I can be out of the theater and singing one of the movies,
and still be thinking.
And I
about
can't
it.
even recall any one of them. So I think that's like. The big part of your movie was also a musical. I can't even quote a single song you sang. So it's like that's why I think it's on the bottom. But I like
That's
it.
fair.
I like that movie. Like I think I said that I wouldn't last time, but I think I would watch this movie again. Like if it was on, I have no problem sitting down and watching it. I'm not going to be like, well, I'm going to my room. I'm not watching this.
I would seek this movie out. I think deciding to watch it when it's just on versus seeking it out and turning it on are two different things, because I will watch just about anything that's already on, but seeking something out, I would seek out this other one. But let me get into my list.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so my favorite Wonka, I would say my favorite Wonka is actually Timothée Chalamet.
And that shocks me so much.
First of all, I really like Timothée Chalamet as an actor.
What?
And two, I actually think his over-the-topness is like perfect for Wonka. Like the whole thing was like, listen down and turn, or whatever the crap he says.
See, you can't do it.
I can't.
You can't Wonka as good as me.
That's why he was Wonka.
Yeah, you can't Wonka as good as me.
But
I'm wonking all over the place.
Oh my! If I knew how to cut things, I'll tell you. But yeah, I think Wonka is my Wonka's my favorite Wonka, actually.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet is my favorite Wonka. My least favorite is actually Gene Wilder. I do not like the Gene Wilder Wonka.
Really?
Also, listen to this. My favorite Wonka movie is the Tim Burton one with Johnny Depp, and my least favorite is the Gene Wilder one. I do not like the Gene Wilder Wonka movie at all.
But like, why?
I would never in a million years rewatch that movie.
But like, why?
I think the kid that plays Charlie is really, really annoying, and I do not like that interpretation of Charlie. And I did the Gene Wilder one. Gene Wilder is good in it. Also, it's old, and I just can't.
I don't like old.
Well, my favorite
old
movie.
People disgust me.
And movies.
And movies.
But my favorite Wonka, or my favorite movie of all time, is Casablanca, and that's really old.
And it's a black and white movie. Like,
yeah, but I don't like to rewatch an old movie. It better be really, really good, and I just do not like that movie like at all. I would never rewatch that movie. But like here, what I said last time, what I brought up to is imagine, or my perfect Wonka movie would be the Tim Burton movie with Timothée Chalamet portraying that Wonka.
That would be
movie.
good, yeah.
I think that would have been perfect.
I just think when you say...
I think that Timothée Chalamet was good in this, but the direction of where the movie was going...
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Timothy was
the whole
really
point
good.
of it being a heist, I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah, well, Timothy
Whose
was really
idea was
good,
this?
but then everyone else around him, I was not at all really impressed with them.
Yeah, me neither.
Nothing like... It just...
I mean, Keegan-Michael Key, Mr. Bean, but they're not in big parts of this movie.
They're not big parts of it. I do
like... Oh, shoot. Also, I have to bring up, before we end this video... in the people that own the thing that trapped Wonka in that that contract, dude, that is the exact same person. If you've ever seen Les Miserables, the Master of the House character, that is the exact same character. They are to a T the exact same. Where they split costs. They split costs and they charge everything. They charge you for steps in this.
Yeah,
in this one.
what they say, it was like it's to whatever each step up and down. Like,
and then and then in the Les Mis he says like 2% for looking in the mirror twice.
Yeah,
or so you look in the mirror, I'm gonna charge you 2%.
Shut.
Yeah, sleeping with the wind. So I just wanted to bring that up because I almost forgot it. We were about to end this video, and I almost forgot to put that in there.
And I didn't even. I
saw that, and I was like.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that when you first told me that. I was
dude,
like,
that is the 1000% the exact same character to a T. Mm-hmm. Even their wife and husband are the exact same.
Yeah, and but then going back to what we were saying, the only other people I like other than Timothée Chalamet. So I like Timothée Chalamet, Keegan-Michael Key, and then the
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. The only other people that I thought was like on par with him was like the I don't know his name, but he was the other chocolate mob guy, and he every time they said anything he was like, and they had an accident in which they died.
Like, he was
the only other part that I was like, too. I like him. He was funny.
I do like the Master of the House people too in this movie though.
See, but they annoyed me. They annoyed me until
they
you
annoyed
told me that it was like
though.
Master of the House. And I think that's what makes them good actors, if they're like annoying me. Like,
yeah, that's what I was
and not
saying.
in terms of like bad acting, but of like you're bugging me. Like,
yeah, no,
you're grossing me out and you're bugging me. You know,
sure.
But so that's our take on it. Definitely go watch it.
Definitely go see this movie.
You know, I think you're fine to wait for it to come out on streaming.
Yep, exactly what I was gonna say.
But also,
take the words right out of my mouth, boy.
Yeah, I mean, but also like watch it in theaters. It's good in theaters. You know. Like
it's not something you need to see in theaters. There's like movies like Top Gun where I'm like, you better see this movie in the theater.
That and like Oppenheimer, you have to.
Yeah, you
watch
have
that
to
in
go
the
see those movies in the theater. But
you know,
this I don't think you have to go see in the theaters.
No.
You can wait for this to come out, but once this comes out on streaming, 1000% go see this movie.
Then come back and watch this.
Yeah, and then come back and watch this. We also didn't say spoiler review, but whatever.
Spoiler review now.
Yeah, now you know it's spoilers.
Now you knew there's spoilers.
Gosh, aren't you glad we told you that there's spoilers?
Aren't you glad we warned you?
Just skip to the end and see that there's spoilers, and then go back and watch
and then go all the way
You guys didn't know that? Gosh.
Yeah, you should know already that we're going to spoil. But yeah, go watch it.
Yep.
It was good. Grand.
Are we ready to transition? Can I say transition?
Oompa Loompa transition.
Dude, how did I know you're going to do that? Hey, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. You must be built different. And if you were really built different, you would hit us up in the comments section with anything you want us to review in the future, and you'd give us a like and a subscribe.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for our channel for our next video. It's going to be a ranking of our top 10 favorite Christmas movies to get you right in the Christmas spirit, hit you right in the feels. And we're going to be posting that around Sunday, Monday, would you say? Yeah, you're the one who takes care of that posting, so it's all up to you.
Slash editor.
Yeah, slash. That's your slash. It's slash editor. You get a slash now. But yeah, keep an eye out. It's gonna be Sunday, Monday, and we'll see you then.